Hello and welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Sunday, the 9th of February 2025. And let's have a look and see what messages there are coming through for us this week. If you haven't already seen the messages for the month of February, take a look. The link is in the description and the video is in the end screen. Oh, there is the first one. Oh, wow. Yes, we have four. They just fell out. So yes, I think they're quite chatty. Oh, they seem to be very, very chatty. Right, let's have a look. We've got four. I'm going to dive straight in. This is interesting because I actually just pulled this one for myself. So the Three of Wands. Now, yes, this for me really epitomizes the energy of sorry, I've got a hair somewhere. The energy of 2025. Because everything's happening. Everything's happening, and our bounty is coming in, I want to say. Now, the Three of Wands is fire, it's transformational, it's physical action in the physical world. It comes after the Two of Wands, of course. Remember that tarot tells the story. And the Two of Wands is about the action needed in order for you to follow your moral compass. That's how I look at the Two of Wands, because twos are always decisions. And the Two of Wands to me represents when you have a choice, you've got the angel here and the devil here, or what have you, or that's one way of looking at it, and you start taking action on whatever the angel is saying to you, or more, maybe a more apt analogy is, well, more the way of explaining it is when you follow your heart and you take that leap of faith and you make a decision to follow your heart and take that leap of faith to do what brings you most joy. And it is connected to morals for me for some reason. It is about doing the heart-based moral divine truth action. And so the Three of Wands is the fruition, because threes are small creations. And the Three of Wands is the fruition that comes in having made that choice. And this is so relevant now because when we take a leap of faith, we obviously can't see what's coming. That's why it's a leap of faith. And I often talk about the leap of faith, whereby there is this energetic upthrust that carries you when you take a leap. But of course, you don't get that energetic upthrust until you've leapt. That's why it's called a leap of faith, right? But that energetic upthrust carries you. And so the Three of Wands is very much where that energetic upthrust has carried you, and what goodies, what benefits, what beautiful things are coming in because of it. So what I'm getting here is that, we all as a collective, and you personally watching this, you've followed your heart, you've taken the leaps of faith. You've trusted in the universe. You've gone against all odds. You've gone against the programming. You may have taken a job that pays less money. You may have gone into the unknown of being single after being in a long-term relationship. You may have got into a relationship having been long-term single. I mean, they're all leaps of faith, right? And they're all things that we don't know the outcome of. It could be a new job that you've got. You could have moved to a new country, and you just don't know what to expect, but something kind of pushed you. It was your heart telling you to go, a calling or something like that. And what's beautiful about the Three of Wands is that the action that you've taken, physical action in the physical world, he's looking out over the shores of heaven on earth, and his bounty is coming in. His ships are coming in. Your ships are coming in now. That new resonance, because when you take a leap of faith, you open yourself up, you release all that programming, your frequency rises, and then obviously vibrational match stuff comes in. So you've got this new stuff coming in at a higher vibration. You're meeting new people, or you're surrounded by people that are going through the journey with you, of course, and you're seeing changes in them too, maybe. But the new job, the new place to live, the new activities, the new people the books that you're reading, the new videos that you're watching, whatever it is, it's just taking everything to another level. And it's almost like it's your rewards for having made that moral decision in the Two of Wands. It's your rewards coming in. I think it's beautiful. It's your fruition coming in. And now we've got the Seven of Cups, which is so many choices. You followed your heart. These are all heart based. They're cups, they're emotional, they're intuitive, they're spiritual, they're creative. And now you have all these options opening up for you. It's all those doors. I think we talked about it in the last, or I did, in the last video about all the doors that were not quite open here and the doors were closing over here. I think I said it doesn't have to be hell in the hallway. So this card, choose wisely, the Seven of Cups, is opening up all these doors. You've got all these doors opening up for you and all these possibilities. And it's fine. It's fantastic. I mean, you don't have to worry about which one to pick. You're just going to go wherever you flow, right? And you might try it out and you might not like it, and then you don't do it again. And then you try something else and you like it and it expands into something else. It really is okay. These are all seven options for you to play with, for you to try out, for you to follow your heart. Which one makes you feel most emotionally fulfilled? Which one brings you the most joy? Some of them will bring you in money. Some of them won't bring you in money, and some of them may cost you money. And it really doesn't matter, does it? Because it's not about the money, it's about the frequency, isn't it? So this is beautiful. So this fruition coming in is opening all these doors. And this is 2025, absolutely feeling it. Really, really am. And here is another one that is coming up an awful lot. This is this is the end of something that had to go. So it's that relationship that we talked about, it's that old job, it's that old country, it's the old you. You really are expanding into all of who you are. Shall I say that again? You really are expanding into all of who you are. And it is beautiful. Has anyone ever said that about the Ten of Swords before? Now, the Ten of Swords is often about starting from scratch, being back at square one, hitting rock bottom. I mean, all of those, phrases. And it is a bit like being back at square one because it's like you've released the ego. You've released your identity to something. You've released your energetic ties, whether they be through guilt or shame or lack of forgiveness. All these emotional ties, energetic ties, and physical ties that we end up with, don't we? And this is your opportunity to break free from it all. But swords, let's not forget, is mental programming. Swords is your mental processes. So this is because they're going down, they're negative, and they've kind of stabbed him in the back because they represent in this card the programming that told you, the limiting beliefs that told you that you couldn't do what you wanted to do. They represent the parts of you that were not your divine self. They represent all those stories that your parents, society, school told you about having to go to work and earn money, or about having to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, about, stop living in fairyland, where everything's perfect, it doesn't exist. And it's the end of all those beliefs because we know that it does exist. We know that miracles exist and we know that fairyland, I don't know, I don't think I've ever said that before, fairyland, but it sounds a lovely place, doesn't it? And it exists if we want it to exist. Anything we want, we can do, because this is the end of all of that. And what I love here is he's actually giving a blessing there with his hands. There's a mudra there, which is a blessing to the universe. And this is a blessing because it's the end of you being programmed by other people. It's the end of you being programmed by your own limiting beliefs. It's you being free of the thoughts that have been keeping you down. Can you see? And the last card, oh my God, I've got chills. We've got the death card. Of course we have. The death card in tarot has the greatest capacity for transformation. And we know that, don't we? So it's the end of the ego. It's the death of the ego. It's the death of the old you, the death of the personality. This is you expanding into your I am. Okay, this is you expanding into the non-physical world, the field of consciousness, and seeing your human as the beautiful expression of your soul that it is, understanding that your human is not you, you are your consciousness. I've got a video on you are your higher self. I'll put a link in the description, video in the end screen for you if you haven't already seen that. So you are your consciousness. Your body without your consciousness is not you, right? Your consciousness is you, not the physical body. So this is about, people often say you should die before you die or whatever. So this is why near-death experiences are so amazing to listen to. So people who have actually gone through that illusion of death, only to see that you can never die because it's your consciousness that's going to carry on. But it is a difficult transformation. I'm not saying these things come easily because and one of the things that I find so difficult about it is that we have spent so much time learning to love ourselves, haven't we? Learning to love ourselves is paramount, isn't it? And that's one of the things that, I've worked on a lot with myself and share with others, of course. The importance of loving yourself. I'll put a link into that one as well. It's one of the lessons in awakening. And it is important to love yourself. Of course it is. But that love for the self is, very much about loving your human, which is important, but we need to not be attached to it. I think that's what this card is saying. It's like love your human, love your physical body, love the personality that your human is adopting in this lifetime, finding out who you really are, and enjoying who you really are, and enjoying the qualities. Like, for example, with the soul readings that I do, with the energy centers, or with your gene keys, or with your astrology chart. There's lots of different ways that we can find out more about who we are on a soul level. And so this is about, I want to say, it's not death of your human, it's releasing the attachment to your human and taking that self-love to a higher level where you understand you understand your I am, and that you, it's not about loving yourself, it's about understanding that you are love. Your consciousness is pure love. You are love. And that love of consciousness, the love and power of consciousness is flowing through you. And you are that love and power of consciousness. You could view it if you want to use the word God. I know some people don't like it, some people do. But the love and power of God flows through you. And then you can take that to you are the love and power of God. So, or we can use the word universe, whichever one resonates with you the most. You are the love and power of the universe. Whatever made the mountains and the seas and the animals, you are that. You are that. So this death is the end of this. It's the end of the small you. It's the end of the being attached to the small you. And there's a lot of ego to be released. And the ego is very good at hanging on and using fear to hang on to old stories, isn't it? So it's the end of those stories. And it's, I mean, on a collective scale, it is really the end of the old earth. If you're watching this video, you're a light worker, you're an energy worker, you're serving humanity in some way or another, and you're co-creating heaven on earth and the new earth, which is focused on love for ourselves, love for each other, and love for humanity, and it's focused on communities that are governed by love and kindness. And that is being created 2025. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. I'm really, really feeling it. And this is also on a collective level. This is also that old paradigm that you're no longer participating in. Energetically, you are no longer a vibrational match to that old paradigm of living like this, a slave to the system, a slave to the job, or to, relationships, to money, to whatever. I mean, whatever it is, to those beliefs that are not serving you. And so this is definitely the death of the old way, the old paradigm, I want to say. And it's starting. Well, it's starting. We already have it, don't we? Heaven on earth, the new earth. So yes, and there is death and rebirth. This is the death and rebirth card. It's Scorpio. So there is the death of the old, and the new coming in, because you've got the dawn here in the background, showing the new earth that is being born, and understanding that that new earth isn't outside of you. That new earth is being realized through you, through your beliefs, through your love, through your moral action, through your choices, through your new positive thinking. The new earth is coming into existence through you, through your level of consciousness. So when you get to heaven on earth, is a level of consciousness. I've said that so many times. You're there. We're there. And we're creating it. 2025 is the year to do it. I've said it before, that that something's happening in the summer of 2025 that we cannot even fathom now. But I'm so excited about it, because I know that miracles exist, because we are creating them all the time, if you think about it. If you don't believe in miracles, have a look at a flower. There's a miracle, right? Have a look at a newborn baby. Better still, have a look in the mirror and tell me that's not a miracle that you see. Wow, it's a powerful year, obviously a powerful week as well. It's a powerful time to be alive. And as long as we are following our moral compass, making choices from the heart, releasing the programming, releasing beliefs that are holding us back, releasing anything that isn't serving us, releasing our attachment to those thoughts. There's another video, how to detach from your thoughts. So that's 3 videos now. I'm going to put a link in the description. That's how we get this transformation. It's the, as I said, the greatest capacity for transformation. Horses in tarot are positive movement forward. So people are scared of the death card, but this is the death of the old way of living. This is the death of all the things that weren't serving us, and this is the rebirth. It's all part of the cycle of life. And we can't have a rebirth without the death. So what parts of your identity are you detaching from? What thinking, what limiting beliefs are you releasing? What parts of the ego? We need the ego, it's what keeps us safe. But sometimes it works against us, right? So this is what we need to always reflect. We need to have self-reflection all the time as to whether, the ego is keeping us down, or whether we can release a belief or a thought in order to move forward. So, wow, wow, wow. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. It's such an exciting time. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. If you would like to learn to read tarot for yourself and bring the wisdom of tarot into your own life, the wisdom and guidance of tarot into your own life, then get in touch to book on my upcoming tarot reading course, which starts on March the 3rd. 5 weeks. All the details are on the homepage of my website at deborahjanesutton.com. Link in the description. Have a fantastic week. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. See you in the next video. Bye for now.